Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra for the month of July. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. But if not, check back with me in the following week, okay, when I put out new messages for your sign. Alright, so this can be your energy or the other person's. This person here is thinking back to an event that happened in the past, something that made them really upset. This was the turning point. This was where it ended, where two people walked away. Somebody got upset about something, maybe something that was said, because of the swords. I say that. They got really upset. And it's just like, they didn't think about it. They reacted really quickly, very harshly. And so it's like you go your separate ways. The situation ended up really stormy. We see it here, the Three of Swords, everybody going their separate ways here. It's like something culminated. You see this person upset, pointing fingers, pointing their arms. It's almost like out, or they're blaming them for something. It could have been a situation where they went to meet with high hopes, but it ended badly. I have cards here that speak to self-preservation. So somebody maybe felt the need to protect themselves. Said something really sharp, harsh, from a painful place, from some type of heartbreak they were feeling, and withdrew. We see there was an argument. This energy was completely unexpected. It broke the current energy, which would have been one of happiness or joy, anticipation of a meeting, or of a completely different outcome, you know. Ace of Wands in reverse. Joy that one initially had going to that meeting, overshadowed by problems, weaknesses, doubts, and uncertainty that generate the desire for protection, self-preservation, or just it's like a feeling of a need to run from this new opportunity. Again, here's your joy, your happiness. That's where it should have went. But something happened unexpectedly with this Tower. Maybe something somebody said might have spoke volumes to the other person. Might have shocked them. It caused, maybe even there's competition involved here. I have the Five of Shields twice, and this one here is very negative. It doesn't matter which way this card comes out, it is negative, and speaks to third parties, jealousy, arguments, not getting along. So something happened here that caused that upset, that caused that person to react that way. But from this, from this, some wisdom was gained. And with that wisdom, this person wants to meet up again. All right, so it's almost like it was kind of like a silver lining to the tower. There was like something, the tower happened, something had to be learned, something had to be learned from that moment for that person. So we have them thinking now about this. They're going back over the journey, looking back. The question for that person could be, see, they're looking at the breakup here. Maybe there's some bitterness here. Something doesn't feel fair to this person. Especially if there's somebody else involved, or there was back here, it would not feel fair to this person. So they're wondering, they're looking at it. I think that they've tried to walk away from it, but they can't. And they keep going back to that tower that happened. And they're carrying a burden with regards to that tower. And they are wondering if they could, restart this, if it would be possible. To do this, they'd have to step forward. And they're thinking of it. You see them here in the Hangman card. They want to send off this message. Okay, there's something they wish to express to the other person emotionally. This is Cups. Something that was previously perhaps left unsaid with the book being closed. And so, but here he is, and we see him from behind here, and we can clearly see that he feels his hands are tied. He feels like he can't escape, that there's like no way out of this position of waiting, of things not moving, of it's like not understanding. They're suffering deeply. They don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to change things. They may have done something and now regret what they did or said, and don't know how to get back what they've lost. Things feel like they're in a flux here, with the Five of Discs being at the heart of this reading. It is a card that can speak to preparing for something. It could be a card of maybe giving in to something. It can be that they might feel, see, they're taking a real close look. You can see the eye. And they're looking through this hole here at this coin. So they're looking at a specific area, which would be a healing, um, a burden that they're carrying with regards to a relationship. They feel, however, that their back is up against a wall. The love is there for sure, because that's what this card is saying. The love is there, but it needs to be nourished, and this is what we see down here. Can it be? Is the flame still there? And if it does still burn for the other person, you know, can we bring it back to life? Are we able to set aside any anger or bitterness for the sake of love? Can this person do this? Because clearly they were angry. It's what broke up the current energy, or the past energy that should have been a joyous occasion. The challenge is going to be doing the right thing, or what they're feeling is the right thing, so it's going to be challenging for them. The Four of Discs here is this. It's a card of self-preservation, holding back, assessing what they've lost. Again, it can speak to self-preservation, being guarded, taking time to reassess a situation, worried about loss, fear of change. And so this is very, when you were together, it was very intense. This intensity still exists here. This is something that, in a way, kind of feels, especially with the Hangman here, that it's out of reach to them, but they desire it. But possibly, again, with the Hangman, they could have to sacrifice something to get it. Two of Wisdom, this can be having to explain. So in this is a new beginning. It's the very, very seed of it. Nothing is planted, nothing is growing yet. It feels like this is the very seed of the idea to put an ending to this pain. To put an ending here, either this person is needing to explain something, which might be difficult for them, especially if they're this king, because this king would have a large ego, or they're seeking an explanation from someone. This this king is very determined. He goes after what he wants. See, he doesn't give up, even though he's beaten down. He finds that he cannot walk away from this. This card can indicate reconnecting with someone, or even beginning to date after a timeout. The Princess of Wands. This person is really tempted. It can be a card of temptation in this deck here. Okay, so it speaks to temptation to seek somebody out or seeking someone's attention. It speaks to, and especially with this knave down here, we're speaking to a flare of passion or something that flares up in them. Yeah. It feels like there's going to be, or there can be, actually, a surprise twist to this story, with the Tower being here. Surprise endings. You see, they feel like it is out of reach, okay? And they may have felt that way for some time, but this card can also say that they are actually about to manifest something that they felt was out of reach. That it's like they feel it's out of reach, but it's not actually. It is manifesting. It is manifesting, and maybe this is what will take them by surprise. Yep, and there's something that breaks the energy here. So, news, an idea. With this knave, we have, excuse me, a change. So, this can be a change in thinking, or a change in plans from the plan that they had back here, which was to end it. That, of course, didn't last long because of this card. So in the past they had this idea to just end it, walk away, and guard what they had left. But that type of energy, that didn't last long. Then they, the regret starts setting in. But now they made the hole, and they don't know how to get out of it. You see, and so time has dragged, and they would have begun to believe in this energy of the Three of Swords, which is a lot of negativity or negative thinking. They would have begun to believe that it was completely out of their reach. But it isn't. It isn't. It feels like this person possibly has a change of thought, a change of ideas, change of plans, or their view changes. Something is gained from this ending for that person. They gain new knowledge, new information. And with that information, it is actually that information that moves them forward. So, you can expect to hear from this person, is what I'm trying to tell you. Something was learned that needed to be learned in order for you to reconnect. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.